Yes, sir, Ski. You tuned in to another edition of Infinite Vibes, provided by Taste, powered by Dash Radio. I'm Moran, the man. DJ B-Lex is in the building as well.
Yes, baby.
Yes, we are here. And we're in the presence of somebody who is just out here just doing this thing, going crazy. Please introduce yourself to our listeners,
Yung
man.
Pooda. I go by the name of Yung Pooda. Young the God, you know.
Young the God.
Young the God.
What Pooda?
That's what I call myself.
Okay. Pooda.
Yeah.
It's Pooda, right?
It's Pooda. Young
So, like,
Pooda.
where you get, is that a nickname?
Yeah, it's a childhood nickname.
Okay. I
just
figured it
kept-
was.
Yep, just kept it.
Okay.
So we can feel connected, you know.
Right. So
Yeah.
people can just, like, relate to you more.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, wow, that's Pooda.
Yeah. That's what's up.
That sounds like some down south shit for real.
Hell yeah.
He from the
Straight
south.
up.
We know
Right.
your grandma gave you that name, huh?
Nah, actually, it was a really like a young female when I was, let's say 11.
Your little boo
A
thing.
little boo thing.
Oh, for real? Okay.
Hey, you know it's crazy. I'm 11. She about 15.
Oh, so she was
You know,
older. Yeah. Gave
You was
more
on your
niggas-
player. Young
My
Pooda the player.
That's what's up.
Okay, we can dig it. We can dig it. Well, hey man, welcome to the show. Welcome to the vibes. Welcome to the
thank y'all.
energy.
Thank y'all for having me.
We know you got a record right now going crazy with DJ Chose. You know, you took, I don't know what it was, what made you grab your nuts and say we about to sample Still Tippin'. We're gonna get into that in a minute. But before we can do that, what made you want to even get into music from the beginning?
I was kind of born in it. Like my family always been around music. My pops, he was a DJ.
Okay.
I always listen to music, so it's like I always been around it, born into it, can't escape it. So
Yeah,
you know, and I'm good at it.
you are.
It's like a natural thing.
Absolutely.
Talk your talk. So you play any instruments or you just like to write or
I can
rap?
play the drums a little bit.
Okay. You were in a
Just
band?
little bit. Nah,
No.
I wasn't in a band.
Okay, dope. So you know, growing up, because you are from Texas, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So
Okay.
growing up in Texas, y'all have a deep lineage of just people who've come from Texas and have just gone crazy. So how has Texas inspired your music?
Man, a lot. Just the legends, just being from
Yeah.
Texas and being inspired by the culture, really.
Right, because they say like Texas as a whole, that's a state you can like legit go platinum. You only gotta leave the state.
Nah, for real. That's facts.
So the support is very, very strong out there? Like,
It
is it-
varies, really.
Okay.
You know, I like to say it's probably depending on the artist, how hard you go. You know, if they see you working and you really want to get somewhere, they'll get behind you and support you. But if you just playing, they can be like,
So what was it? Have you heard your music on the radio yet in Texas?
oh yeah, for sure.
What was that like for you? Like hearing
It
your
was a blessing,
record?
man. You know, it's just like.
Which
that's what's
record was
up.
on the radio?
Chicken and grits. Repeat that.
He been out here.
Forever
Oh, so
Tippin'.
you've been doing this.
He
I'm
been doing
like-
this thing.
He been doing
Yeah,
it.
a couple of them been on the radio
Yeah.
for sure. Though. They've
Okay.
been having me in rotation. Like
Yeah,
that, for sure.
for sure. Like, you know, who are some of your inspirations outside of the state of Texas? Because, you know, listening to your music, you clearly take the craft serious. So,
Yeah, for
I mean, I think it's safe to say that you've listened to other people outside of where you're from.
Yeah, for sure. A lot of the greats like Outkast, Nas, the Jay-Z's, #1 Wayne. I'm
Oh, yeah.
a huge Wayne fan, Drake fan. Just a couple of artists, you know, I was inspired by.
Right.
Yeah.
Dope. Have you ever, you know, came across any of these people like Wayne on your journey? Like Drake?
Nah,
Like-
not yet.
Not yet. So what you gonna do when you see Weezy? Because, you know, he's a GOAT in his own right. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm sure that's somebody that you would want to work with.
For
Like,
sure. I'm going to tell you, man, let's get a track. I just want a track. You know what I'm saying? That's
Right.
all my goal. Get that track one, you know?
Yeah.
Put
It's
that out
definitely possible.
there. Yeah, for
Yeah,
sure.
because I feel like he, like, of course, outside of Drake, he always kind of recently been reaching down to the younger generation and doing like features and stuff. So I've been seeing that a lot lately
It's
from
gonna
Wayne.
happen. It's gonna happen.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's
for
gonna
sure.
happen. Talk to us about how you kick it when you're home, when you're in Texas. What are you doing outside of music when you in your city, bro?
Listening to music, chilling,
Chilling.
reading, meditating. I'm real spiritual, so I probably praying. You know, I like painting.
Painting.
Yeah, man.
Okay.
I'm not the ordinary nigga. You know what
All
I'm
right, Picasso. Okay.
Yeah, you can say that,
Yeah, okay, I ain't the ordinary. You know what I'm saying?
Mm.
I like enjoying life and getting out, you know, in nature and, you know,
Right.
just really relaxing. It's very therapeutic.
So
Absolutely.
you adventurous.
Yeah. I guess so.
So, like, how did you get your piercing? You know, it's on the left side. Because I don't know, for men, I know y'all got to be specific on how y'all get y'all piercings. I guess for men, y'all got to get it on the left side.
Yeah, it's always been on.
It's always been, okay. So, like, how did you get your piercing? Like, what made you want to get that? It kind of reminded me of, like, Tupac. Because he kind of set that bar for that.
Yeah, he really
in
did.
In the hip-hop culture.
I can say that was probably the number one reason, like, damn, you know. And plus, I think I'm fly with it.
Yeah, I like it.
I pull it off, you know. But yeah, I think Pac definitely.
It's in you, not on you. Know?
Yeah, you know. But Pac definitely set that for the industry for sure.
Right.
You know, so.
Yeah, absolutely. True that.
Facts.
So, you know, 2021, I feel like this year feels like a real setup or a demo for next year because, you know, everything was going, you know, we all went through the pandemic. How did the pandemic inspire you in any type of ways? Like, did you make 1 billion songs while you was locked in the house?
I made a lot of songs, and I mean, it really worked for my benefit because, like I said, I'm spiritual, so I really got back into praying more, you know, reading more, and just get back into, like, aligning my energy,
right?
You know what I'm saying, in my spirit, and just really evolving and preparing myself.
Right.
You dig what I'm saying? So
how many times you gotta pray?
I mean, every day.
Like a day?
100 times a day.
100 times a day?
Yeah.
So, like, do you pray with your eyes open?
Sometimes,
yeah.
Closed, open, anytime, anywhere, you know.
That's real.
Yeah, for sure. You gotta give thanks.
Yeah, you got to.
Absolutely.
None of this is possible.
None of it. Gotta give it to the Most High. For sure, man. For sure. So, you know, you really into reading. Like, what's like your top book right now that you like?
I mean, I really been reading this book called I Ching. It's ancient Chinese philosophy.
Okay.
And it's about, like, really self-improvement. And like I said, energy focusing, mental awareness, you know, it's focusing on the mind and manifesting and things like that.
Right.
So, yeah.
Motivational,
inspirational, all that.
So is that kind of like the trend of books that you like to read? Is like the motivational, like how to get money, how to feed, all that. Okay.
Law of attraction, Think and Grow Rich. Like I said, I Ching, the Bible. I just like information, me.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So if it's interesting, I'll pick it up and check it out.
That's real. That's it. And they said the keys are in the books.
Yeah.
For real.
That's where the answer's at.
Big facts. So we know you got a record going crazy right now with DJ Chose. We actually had him on the show before. Y'all took the time out of y'all lives to sample Still Tippin', bro. Now, we not from Houston, Texas, but that beat alone.
But we know.
That is one of the hardest, that is like, to me, top 10 hardest hip-hop beats ever,
bro.
Ever.
That's why I did it. I'm like, because it just shocked me. I'm like, nobody ever sampled this.
Ever?
Not that I heard of, ever sampled it.
Because it's so fine. Wow. It's like...
Nobody touched it. You know what I'm saying? And I'm like, man. And you know, that's the go-to freestyle beat in Texas. You know what I'm saying? That's the go-to freestyle beat in Texas. But I'm like, man, I don't want to just freestyle on it no more. You know? This is something.
Yeah.
You know, I'm really in love with that beat and that song, too. You know? So I just wanted to recreate it in my own little way.
Absolutely. And you did that. Because one thing I would say about the video is like, y'all took the song, y'all made it y'all own, but y'all paid homage. You know what I'm saying? Like, y'all really paid homage to where y'all come from. So I got to ask because I'm sure you had to have a conversation with Paul Wall about clearing it, with Mike Jones about clearing it.
Yeah,
how did those conversations go?
Oh, man, Paul is cool, Mike cool, Slim cool. They was really, you know, it just shocked me because I really didn't think I was going to get it with that being such a classic.
Yeah.
So, I mean, that says a lot within itself, though.
Because they really like the gatekeepers of Texas.
Yeah,
so
sure.
It's like when you can get that solidification, like, nah, we give you our blessing, like, go ahead and do that.
Yeah, we fucking
That's one of the ones. And it's doing really well on urban radio right now.
Definitely. Yep.
How does that feel?
Yeah. Man, it feels great. It's a blessing.
It's hard to have a radio record. Like, for real, that stay consistent, that people actually want to hear on the radio, like, that's really good.
Yeah, it is. I didn't even really think this was going to be like a huge radio record. I thought the streets was just going
to
take it,
out, you know, with it. But shoot, hey, let them have it.
Right.
Yeah.
That's how it be, man. That's how it be. So, you know, what are some gems, if you could share any, like, what are some gems that some of the legendary artists from your city have given you? Because we know you've been doing this for a while.
Man, keep pushing. Believe in yourself. Self-believe. Boosie told me that.
That's what's up.
You know, you got to believe in yourself. if you don't do nothing, believe in yourself, keep pushing. So that's the main thing.
Keep pushing. Yeah.
Absolutely.
I feel like that's the motto for like, that was the motto for like 2020.
Mm-hmm.
Now it's like, because you had to keep pushing through that shit. We ain't know when the bread, you know, is
then
different.
you gotta keep pushing though, because a lot of people fold in 2021 too.
Right.
And they don't got that keep pushing mentality. You know what I'm saying? They kind of crumble because things get harder as the year passes.
Yeah.
You feel me? So if you just keep pushing and keep that mental strength, like, you know, I'm trying to get somewhere, you know, things are happening.
That's real.
Yeah,
so what can we
unfold.
expect from you for 2021 going into 2022?
Man, a whole lot of more music, videos, just a lot of creativity, a lot of me, a lot of Yung Pooda.
Hey,
Content, music.
Yep.
That's what's
all
up.
that.
We got some features, some other features that you have in the pipeline right now?
I do, but you know.
We can't get the exclusive.
Man, we can't get this exclusive.
Just one little exclusive.
Yeah.
Okay, we hear you loud and clear.
It's on the way.
It's on the way.
It's
for
on the
sure.
way.
He got that Wheezy. He got the Wheezy feature in the tuck. We gonna speak that in. We gonna speak that to existence.
Speak that
facts.
into existence for sure. Weezy, holla at me.
For sure, man. Well, hey, man, thank you for pulling up to the show. We definitely, you know, appreciate you coming. You have our support. One thing about us, we always like to end these with just positive words of affirmation. So, what are some advice that you could provide to anybody that's just on their way, bro?
The best I can advice I would say is, man, pray. That's my advice. Pray. You know, talk to God. He talk back. Ask to be led if you don't know.
Right.
So,
Big bar.
Yep, and plan it. You gotta plan it and go get it. You can't just wish on it and pray for it and hope that it falls through the ceiling. So, you know what I'm saying? Know what you want, plan it, and go get it. That's my advice.
Thanks.
Big bar,
That's a
big
big
bar.
word right there.
Well,
Wise words.
Yes, wise words. And on behalf of Infinite Vibes, because, you know, we rocking with you, your movement, man, courtesy of our
Oh,
sponsor.
yes, sir.
We got you, yes, courtesy of our sponsor. Yes,
Love
sir.
it.
Yes.
All black, everything.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, so you know what that is, right?
Yes, sir.
Absolutely, absolutely. More hits on the way, thanks to
Man,
Chaotic.
look, the studio is being built in the crib right now.
Oh, that's a blessing. Right. That's
For real.
Hey, we got you, bro. See when you come forward with Infinite Vibes. See when you come forward. When you call it Infinite Vibes,
Right.
you leave happy.
right.
Straight
Right.
up.
That,
You know what I'm
that
saying?
part.
But hey, man, thank you so much for being here. Please
Yes,
give our
thank
listeners
you.
your social media. Let them know how to get in contact with you and introduce this record with you and DJ Chose.
Y'all can follow me on everything at I am Yung Pooda. That's I am YUNGPOODA. And this is Forever Tippin, featuring DJ Chose by Yung Pooda. Let's get it.
Yes, sir. Infinite Vibes Taste Dash Radio. Yung Pooda is in the building.